Hello and welcome to the weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. Interview with the first female registrar of Kashmir University. 3-day Animal Science Conference concludes. And Statistics Department organizes extension lectures on data analysis techniques. Now the details of these events with your host Omar Malik. Professor Nilofer Khan has been appointed as the new registrar of the Kashmir University. She has become the first female to be appointed on this post. Professor Nilofer has the distinction of being the first female Dean College Development Council and Dean Students Welfare as well. She is also coordinator Women's Studies Center. Professor Nilofer is the former Dean Faculty of Applied Science and Technology, former Director of the Institute of Home Science. The Quest team had an interaction with the new registrar during which we put many questions before her. We asked her that she has many firsts attached with her. How does she view these developments? This is what she said.
Thank you for giving me this status of being first female at DCDC and then at the DSW also. Being first female registrar of University of Kashmir, of course, it's a great challenge, but I have always accepted challenges, and inshallah with my hard work and creativity and with my commitment, I will prove and I'll remove this tag and others will also view it that females can also be the best administrators.
Dear viewers, in a patriarchal society, women leading men is in itself a challenging thing to do. While asking her, will she face roadblocks, or she is taking it as a challenge to overcome that bias, Professor Nilofer Khan said.
Alhamdulillah, so far in my own professional capabilities and in my own professional setup, I'm referring to University of Kashmir. Sometimes, few hardships maybe I have faced, but overall, again, I'll tell you because of my hard work, if you are at a place, you have to prove your hard work, your commitment, and your creativity. So far, I have not faced any such challenges, and in fact, I have received great cooperation from my male colleagues, some of my senior male colleagues. I have treated them as my mentors also, and inshallah, I'll prove it this time also.
Professor Nilofer said that every institution, no matter how much excellence it achieves, there are areas that need improvement and streamlining.
Inshallah, from my own point of view, I'll try my best. University of Kashmir is very well known for its academic discourses. Somewhere we may need to improve, inshallah, jointly with the help of Honorable Vice Chancellor, who has already put in 3 years of his previous Vice Chancellorship in our university. Inshallah, definitely, you'll see that there'll be improvements where we need it.
We asked her that experts complain that what the University of Kashmir lacks is perception. Otherwise, the performance of this university is at par with many top universities of India. Do you think we need to take the image building of the University of Kashmir seriously? To which she said,
all authorities, whenever they take up any responsibilities, of course, the visibility of any academic institution, whether it's academic or administrative, all of us have to work together, and for that, it's not only the registrar or the vice chancellor or various deans, each and everyone, non-teaching and teaching, everyone has to contribute for that.
She said the University of Kashmir has shown a lot of flexibility over the years, but all things cannot change in a day. But assured that the matter of time, change in the university would be taken up.
Keeping in view our winter season, then our summer season, there have been many times deliberations on the timings and all that. We have to keep, we have to think of everyone, not only our teaching or non-teaching who are putting up in the urban areas. We have to think of rural areas also. Our buses commute from Baramulla, they commute from, Sopore. Of course, with the new leadership, we may put it up and let's see how things move.
We asked her that the student community is raising concerns that the fee of the university is being raised exponentially after every 2 years. Why is the university doing it?
For your information, I'll tell you, there's a council, university council decision that fee should be raised every year, 10%. Still, we are not raising it every year 10% after 2 years. You'll see that, funding to the academic institution is being, cut down at various levels. We are not receiving so much of funds from UGC or even the state government. So naturally, at the higher education level, when we give good education, even students have to contribute something. Although we try our best that it should not be too much of burden, but our society has to cooperate with us, because if we have to give best education, somewhere we have to contribute also.
Recently, the state government took a step in which it slashed fee for female students in schools. We asked the first female registrar, can we expect such steps in the university for female students, to which she replied this way.
At the higher education level, we cannot do it, although at various levels we do give some incentives to our female students, but about the fee concession, we cannot implement any such policy. It has to be uniform for males and females also, although, scholarship wise, somewhere we do give them some incentives.
The 3-day Animal Science Congress with the theme Horizons in Zoological Studies concluded at the University of Kashmir. The 3-day Animal Science Congress saw around 300 papers presented from various parts of India. Vice President, Zoological Society of India, Professor Kulkarni, praised participants for their presentations.
Their preparations were excellent, and also they have enough courage nowadays to deliver also in front of the senior scientists. This is a marvelous achievement in the new generation, and hats off to them all. See, success goes through the organization management. And under the stalwartship of Professor Fayaz Sahab, who is with love, always we know them as Raja Sahab, and Senior Professor Chisti, and all their colleagues, those who have taken care of us. And we never felt that, even we are not feeling on today, that we should return back to the home early. So that shows the affection, that shows the comfort, and also we enjoyed the academic feast here. So this was over and all excellent congregation, academically, hospitality, and by all sorts, this was a great success.
Head Department of Zoology, Professor Fayaz Ahmed, while delivering the inaugural remarks at the voluntary function, said that it's after a gap of 29 years that an event with the collaboration of Zoological Society of India was held.
Idea came to us that why not to have Animal Science Congress on the pattern of Science Congress, to provide a platform, because more number of platforms we provide to the budding researchers, probably more exposures we are giving to the researchers. That's how actually the theme was selected. So this would continue, inshallah, and it would be, theme only would be changed, but it would remain Animal Science Congress year-wise. Hope so. And this event has also encouraged us to establish linkages with two leading societies in animal sciences. That is Indian Science Congress Association, because at the inaugural function we had the general president as well as the secretary, and then our sectional president is sitting right over here. It helped us in establishing linkages with this association as well as Zoological Society of India. I believe after 1809 we had some collaboration with ZSI, and then from 1809 this is the next event which has been conducted in association with Zoological Society of India.
Registrar Professor Nilofer Khan said that such conferences boost academic activities of the university.
I must say that it's a great honor for our university to be entrusted by Zoological Society of India to have such conferences. Believe me, the life of any campus or the life of any university are such programs. We have academic teaching, in the classrooms, but we get visibility for our research when we have such conferences. I'm sure the academicians and scientists from all over India will be our ambassadors and bring us many more such conferences and seminars in this university to be conducted for the talent and hard work. Our teachers are no less. We work very hard and very seriously for such academic discourses.
Saying collaborative research is becoming a necessity, Dean Research Professor Zafar Ahmed Rishi said that such conferences become a stepping stone for exchange of creative ideas.
There is every likelihood that once you have presented your work before the seniors, you must have faced certain questions, faced certain suggestions, and then there is every likelihood the discussion that might have emanated from the presentation would help you do good research. That is what the essence of a conference is. Another facet of organizing a conference is that you get an opportunity to forge new alliances, new cooperative, isn't it? Say, research programs. And incidentally, there is a dire need for undertaking these collaborative researches. And incidentally, you may be remembering that the National Mission on Himalaya, which has been sponsored by the Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change. Now, it is mandatory to have more participants from more than one state. If you have a major grant, naturally you shall have to have, say, the participants from a very large number of Himalayan states, and a conference like this gives you an idea that who are the people who are working in different areas of animal sciences, and then you can very easily jointly write a proposal for funding under this NMHS. And then one of the ways of, say, improving the quality of the conferences is to getting them over, bringing them near the students, getting them realize that they have risen from these desks in the Department of Zoology, have done exceedingly well. And then once the students look at them, they say they have clarified as we have. If they have done something good, then we will also be doing.
Dean Academic Affairs Professor Musaddiq Amin Sahaf lamented that collaborative research is not taking place, which hinders the growth of University of Kashmir.
Collaborative research is not taking place, as Professor Zafar mentioned about in his speech, that collaborative research is not there. You see, the important thing is two important dimensions of a research: creation of the research and use of the research. We are good in creation of the research, but we are not good in use of the research. So that's only possible once there is a task force framed by the government, which forces the team to come up with some measures that will make possible the successful implementation of all the recommendations. Second, what comes to my mind, every time we say India is competitive and we have a capability of competing globally, which is true also, because individually I've worked with number of scientists, scholars across the world in other parts of the world. But what I realize immediately, that we are not conscious of the challenges that we face in future, that we may face in future.
President Zoological Society of India, Professor B.N. Pandey, while appreciating the University of Kashmir for making the conference such a success, said that those participants who could not win any award should not get disheartened.
Academic deliberations were excellent. मैं तो साल में 4-5-6 कॉन्फ्रेंस जरूर अटेंड करता हूं और बहुत फक्र के साथ कह सकता हूं ये अल्लाह की मेहरबानी थी कि फयाज साहब ने बिल्कुल चुन करके एकेडमिशियंस को यहाँ लाया. देयरफॉर एकेडमिक डेलिब्रेशंस वर एक्सेलेंट. मित्रों, उससे भी खुशी की बात है, इस बार यंग साइंटिस्ट और सीनियर साइंटिस्ट में और जनरल भी लड़कियों ने जो पेपर प्रेजेंट किया, एक्चुअली द क्वालिटी वाज एक्सेलेंट. कि जजेज का पसीना छूटने लगा. जजेज के सामने परेशानी थी कि ऑल ऑफ देम आर इक्वली गुड, हम किसको फर्स्ट करें और किसको सेकंड करें, लेकिन फिर भी कोई मेथड डिवाइस करना पड़ता है किसी को फर्स्ट करने के लिए और किसी को सेकंड करने के लिए. मित्रों, जिन्हें अवार्ड मिला मैं उनको तो धन्यवाद देता ही हूँ, लेकिन जिनको नहीं मिला उनको मैं ज़्यादा धन्यवाद इसलिए देता हूँ, वो कभी भी ये मत समझें कि हम अवार्ड पाने वाले से हमारे दिल में हम डिप्रेस्ड या हीन भावना है.
Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kashmir, Professor Mirajuddin Mir, said that the concern of every university should primarily be on quality research.
What is the contribution of these institutions of higher learning. Another question which is being raised is what has been our contribution so far as quality teaching, learning, and of course, quality research is concerned. And of course, the third question, which is often being raised to us, is where do we stand so far as the world map of higher education is concerned. I am not going to go to the details, but it is a matter of fact, we do not figure within first 200 universities of the world. It is a matter of fact, our quality research is being questioned. It is a matter of fact, so far as plagiarism is concerned, we are on second number in the world. Well, I mean, cut and paste. What are the reasons for this? Why we do not figure within first 200 universities or 100 universities? Why we are being blamed that there is no significant quality research? Why it is being said that by and large we are the victims of what we call plagiarism?
Later, awards were distributed to the best presenters of the three-day conference. Professor Suresh Kumar Sharma from the Department of Statistics at the Punjab University, Chandigarh delivered a series of guest lectures on data analysis techniques through SPSS on various topics. The topics included correlation and regression, parametrics and non-parametric tests, ANCOVA, MANOVA and MANCOVA, factor discrimination and cluster, discussion and individual research problems. Professor Sharma said that there are two types of data, structured and unstructured, and both are separate from each other.
Any type of data, either it is called a structured data or it is called unstructured data. Now, what do you mean by structured data? Structured data is the one which can be put into numeric form. For example, you can measure height, weight, blood pressure, cholesterol. So all this is in the numeric form. But sometimes what happens, the data is not exactly in the numeric form, but it can be converted into numeric form. For example, gender. The gender is not as such a measurable quantity, male and female, but I can assign certain codes. Say male as 1, female as 2, or you can write female as 1, male as 2, doesn't make any difference. Unstructured data is the one which cannot be directly put into numeric form. Everybody is having WhatsApp. They are using thousands of messages every day. By the end of the day, if I ask you that you have received 100 SMSs on WhatsApp, you convert this into numeric form. Do you think it's easy? It's not easy. You look at any social media site, WhatsApp, Twitter, or even your emails, that is in the textual form and very difficult to convert into numeric. Obviously, the data which cannot be converted directly into numeric form comes under what is called unstructured data. It's easier to deal with structured data, very difficult to deal with unstructured data.
He told students that in research, attention should be paid to every detail before deciding what is important for their research.
Now, as far as structured data is concerned, it is of two types. Either it is categorical data or it's a measurement data. Now, what do you mean by categorical data? Categorical data is the one where the measurements are in terms of categories. For example, male, female, or you can have socioeconomic status, lower class, middle class, upper class, or severity of disease, different colors, etc. So that comes under what is called categorical data. And measurement data is the one where some kind of instrument is being involved in measuring something, for example, height, weight, etc. Even sometimes you don't require any instrument, still you can measure. For example, to measure age, you don't require any instrument. But age can be measured in years, you can add even months, even days, minutes and seconds together. So it becomes a measurement. Okay. Now, as far as categorical data is concerned, this is the definition. The objects being studied are grouped into categories based on some qualitative trait, not quantitative, based on some qualitative trait. For example, if I am listening to a phone call, I can easily recognize the voice of male and female, some qualitative trait. If somebody is wearing a turban, I will come to know person is from a Sikh family. Or if somebody is wearing a burqa, I will come to know that person is from a Muslim family. Something like that. Some qualitative trait is attached, and the resulting data, they are nothing but labels or categories.
That's all for today's episode. Log on to our website emmrckashmir.com where you can check the latest episode of The Quest. You can also watch it on a YouTube channel, that is KU Television. Do send us your valuable suggestions at our email address, that is quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop.